Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Maston, and welcome to the Extreme Rules Review. My Extreme Rules Review for 2015. And tonight, the WWE finally, and I mean finally, said, fuck the Code of Ambrose. Let's get to the review. Alright guys, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this in any of these reviews before, but I really don't even take notes for pay-per-view reviews because it's just a bunch of matches, but we actually did have some segments here that actually were pretty important, and a continuous story, and a future burial coming up, so even in the mid-card level, Cena can still fuck someone. But let's get to this review. Okay, so I guess this is actually worth mentioning. The pre-show was an hour full of information that needed to be noted, and hype, and a match, an actual good match, an entertaining match that was pretty good for a pre-show. So the pre-show pen was me as per usual, and I guess it's a little more entertaining if I give you guys like opinionated. I don't want to say sounds, but like if you know how I say their voice in a certain like, oh, like so and so, like that's good, or oh, that's bad, or yeah, I just don't care. So we had Renee Young, Byron Saxton, Booker T, who I have no problem with, and Corey frickin' Graves, as per usual. The dude, dapper with the suit. These guys, can they just, I don't know, they retire on Byron. That's not even worth me wasting my time on, but, so they open up telling us, if you guys already don't have the WWE app, I hate to show their product as if they don't do it enough, and I want you guys to still continue to watch me, so, get the app. Just listen and get the app. Please, get the app. You know, I have my NXT background, but just get the app. They announced that Daniel Bryan would not be competing tonight, and I'm not gonna say that's like a mega huge shame. Like, we already knew the dude was concussed, and I don't want to say it's all Sheamus. That's just Sheamus' style. That's the way he wrestles. That's the way that makes him exciting. But not Sheamus, but Bryan's not going to wrestle, so in result, they're going to give us BNB versus the new sensation Neville. And let me get, like, I'm not going to talk about the match. I'll just get into how I feel about this. Like, they call him the new sensation. Like, they had JoJo go out and call him the man that gravity forgot, the new sensation Neville, in the middle of his entrance. And, like, commentary even put him over as the new sensation. Cole even called him Adrian, which is breaking the fourth wall. But seriously here, people, like, I feel as if WWE is going to be pushing Neville. And the biggest fear I have for this guy, like, I'm not saying I see it coming, but this is what every guy that Vince pushes for the longest time. My most serious of serious fears is that this man is going to turn into Justin Gabriel, and I don't want that. I mean, if you guys remember his story that he had, he was reserved about going into WWE. He was reserved about going to WWE. He was really reserved about it. And these are reasons why. He couldn't keep the name Pac. Okay, well, Pac, however you want to pronounce it, however he pronounced it. I don't really want to get into pronunciations here, but he couldn't keep that name. Okay, that's understandable, dude. That's not like much of a legitimate WWE branded name. Okay. They gave him the name Adrian Neville. Okay, cool. They stripped on the name Adrian. They gave him a cape. And you know what? He's not Mighty Mouse, but the superhero gimmick works. He can defy gravity. He's strong as ever. He's built like a brick house, and he's like a Saiyan. That's and I picked him up with somebody, but the Saiyan part. But dude, I just don't want to see someone with so much talent just get wasted. I guess that's my little not nitpick, my little please keep Neville looking strong type complaint type segment. But Dean Ambrose also does come out in the middle of this pre-show, and he goes on to tell us that he's going to beat the living crap out of Luke Harper. And he says when that bell, not that bell, he says when those fireworks drop and that pay-per-view starts, he's going to beat the crap out of Luke Harper. He's going to beat his ass up that aisle. He's going to beat his ass up that aisle, down that aisle. He's going to beat his ass behind this aisle. He's even going to slam him down on this table, as you just heard this plate slam on this table, and beat the living hell out of Luke Harper. And what is a Chicago street fight for later tonight? So really, this match was last minute. Really, this match had no hype. Well, it had build-up, but whoever knew it was going to turn. Okay, we all know it would turn into a match. It just hadn't been announced until the Go Home Raw. And there had been no legitimate other hype around it, like, oh, at Extreme Rules this, at Extreme Rules that. So Dean just had to come out and do some last minute hype. He did a great job. The crowd was chanting Ambrose, Chicago, which honestly, I'll be completely honest with you, I'm a little disappointed in Chicago. CM Punk leaves, CM Punk confirms that he's not coming back to go back to Chicago, and they're like 60% casual fans, 40% regular fans. It kills me a little bit. But, let's see. Anyways, we do get into the Neville and BNB match, and pretty back and forth, entertaining match. BNB didn't really dominate too much, and Neville didn't really dominate too much. It was back and forth, pretty fun. Neville got his aerial tactics in. Neville got his shit in. Shout out to the boy Brian Cage. And it was pretty entertaining. So, what the deal was tonight was that basically there was no real story behind this. I guess it was Neville avoiding the bullhammer, as commentary was putting it over, as JBL kept on saying, I don't know if this is just JBL being obnoxious and rooting BNB on, but it was basically just JBL continually saying BNB's got a bag of bullhammers, Neville better watch out. And if you wanted Neville to win this match, there was a scary part here, not like scary like he got hurt, but like scary, like whew, type moment where BNB put the shoulder pad down, went for the bullhammer. I'm sorry. Yawn a little bit there. But, he took the shoulder pad down, put the red one up, as Chris here was saying, my golden elbow pad, locked it up, aimed for the bullhammer, missed. Neville kicked him down, and he hit a beautiful red arrow. I mean, he hit a beautiful arrow. And then the hype to it, like you can tell Michael Cole was in the moment. Like you can tell Michael Cole even knows this kid is something exciting and special. And I know Michael Cole's word doesn't go for anything much, and I know everybody hates Michael Cole, but the way he puts this kid over, the way he puts Adrian Neville over is just, he does a pretty good job for a guy that everyone in IWC really hates. I mean, I'll say Michael Cole does do stupid stuff. Michael Cole does not have a very good commentary to bad commentary track record, but he did a good job of putting Adrian Neville over. Commentary was solid for that. And Neville wins the red arrow. But that was that, and they basically just give us the Cena Rusev package. That's not worth mentioning. And then we get into the show, which is the street fight between Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose. Pretty fun, pretty exciting. Ambrose with his usual dives, his usual dive. Harper, what do you call it? Harper was just like anything that Harper was able to do. He was able to beat Ambrose with a kendo stick because Ambrose was beating him with one, and then also he was basically just throwing Ambrose around the entire time. Other than that, it's just basically Ambrose domination. The other part I want to mention before they got backstage was Ambrose. This spot that he does is pretty fucking sick. The 619 under the bottom rope that he does. The 619 under the bottom rope into the clothesline. So after this, not after this, the funny part is they get backstage. Oh, excuse me. After this, they get backstage, and Ambrose throws, I don't even know what he throws at the back of Harper's head, but he was trying to kill the man. And like when Dean Ambrose gets into this crazy, batshit crazy type gimmick, and he really, 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 really feeds into that character, he will really just. The man is out to kill you. It's simple as that. The man is out to kill you. Sleeves up. I'm not wearing gloves to murder you. I'll go to jail. I'll fight everybody off in jail too. That's the type of guy that Dean Ambrose is. That is why Dean Ambrose needs to be on the top of the world. That kind of man is what needs to be like the top heel in WWE. No disrespect to Seth Rollins, not at all. But if you can have Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins both rule the world at the same time, it is absolutely great. I put my highest to high endorsements behind Dean Ambrose. And as close as they'll let him get to Jon Moxley, please, please, please do it. Let him get super close to Jon Moxley. As close as PG would allow. Let him do that, because if you guys haven't heard, there is a rumor out for Dean Ambrose push this summer. Summer of Ambrose 2015. I'm looking forward to it because Dean Ambrose will rule the world. And, you know, I know people would come and say, oh, like, if Ambrose just starts winning all these matches automatically, it's not organic. He's not getting over with the crowd enough. Like, he's not getting over with the crowd well enough. Yeah, but here's the thing. It's not like Roman Reigns where, like, Roman Reigns just comes out of nowhere, starts beating people, wins Superstar of the Year, and then comes and wins the Royal Rumble in the most BS fashion ever. Dean is already super over. The people are behind Dean. We've seen Dean in the main event, and he's thrived in that position. And then they had the ability, WWE had the ability to keep this thing going with Dean, keep it going strong. I mean, to go into a quick backstory, if we all remember the Hell in a Cell, what happened after that? They didn't capitalize on that to keep Dean in the main event spotlight. Because Survivor Series was the next hour, was the Authority versus TMC and all that garbage. Dean was put on the secondary back burner, and the secondary back burner for Dean wasn't even like much of a story. It was like, okay, your segment, and then that's it. We won't talk about it, we won't hype it up, you just do your segment, it's over. And to be honest, it was mostly SmackDown stuff, which nobody even watches SmackDown, really, so the thing is there, it's just, no, dude. It's not going to work. And if they would have had Dean open Raw the next night, address Wyatt, and they would have continued it on that way, it would have been great. And then for them to end the way they did at Survivor Series, I agree. The Survivor Series match should be the main event. But for them to end the way they did at Survivor Series, you carry that on, and then from Survivor Series on, you carry that on as your top feud, because the whole entire TLC build to Cena versus Rollins, that wasn't even the main event. If you would have did Wyatt and Ambrose an entirely different way, an entirely different finish, it would have completely been different. Dean Ambrose could still be on the top of the world today. Well, not today. He could have lasted a little longer, but, you know, WWE's stupid. They don't cash in on these things, and it's just mind-blowing to me. But, anyways, to continue on to the match, Ambrose and Harper, Harper jumped into a car backstage. And then, like, the guy who had the car was, like, getting ready to go. No, they didn't even show the guy who had the car. The guy in the background was the ref who got left out. I mean, if I'm the ref, I'm pulling in the back door. I mean, like, honestly, like, the ref was right there. Ambrose jumped, like, Harper got in the car. Ambrose got in. Ambrose got kicked out. Harper's about to drive away. Ambrose, I don't know how many times they probably had to practice this backstage or whatever it was, but the man jumped through the window of the car head first in the passenger seat. I don't know how many bumps Dean Ambrose took today, because that had... I don't know how he could precisely gotten that down where Dean is that skinny to fit through a car window that, not even that wide, and just, I don't know. I really don't know. And then he sped off driving. Now, I wish WWE would have had cameras set up like all over Chicago. Like, they're not like legit in Chicago. They're like a little inside, like a little outside city of Chicago. Chicago is legit about 10 minutes away from the Allstate Arena. They didn't even use United Center like they use for most, big cities, like when most sports teams go. Like when they come here in Buffalo, they use the Buffalo Sabres Arena, the First Niagara Center, a major hockey team. When they go to Montreal, they use the Montreal Canadiens place. When they go to, say, San Jose, they use the SAP Center, I guess. It's not even called HP Pavilion anymore, the SAP Center for the Sharks. They go to LA, they use Staples Center, the Kings, Lakers. My point, like, they don't even use United Center, but It would have been great if WWE would have just put over Chicago. Not even put over Chicago, but would have just went around fighting all over the place. They would have stopped that United Center and fought. That would have been pretty funny. They would have stopped that. It would have been funny if they would have stopped at a pizza place and someone would have got a deep dish pizza shoved in their face. That would have been hilarious. It would have been funny if they stopped at Wrigley and just. I know the Cubs weren't playing, but Dean. I don't know. You could just say Dean could have just made jokes like, "Oh, I missed the Cubbies game today." It would have just brought back a souvenir jersey with him all beating up Harper, and then they were stopped at the White Sox game, and then Harper would have put on the White Sox. I don't know. It would have just been something funny to do, just do a bunch of little funny sports skits all over the place while they're sitting there killing each other with baseball bats and everything. If you really wanted to go that far, all that time, just have a split screen while everything else is going on, you could have did it. I'm telling you, you could have absolutely gotten away with it. It would have worked. But Ambrose goes on to win. When they get back to the arena, Ambrose is driving and he throws Harper out of the car. So Ambrose wins, and it was a pretty fun match. I honestly wish they would have done more with it, but you can't complain. So, I'm sorry, and the way I did that, just telling you Ambrose wins, I really wouldn't do that. The way that match ended, I was not ready for that format of how it ended. So, I can go over how it ended when we get there, because I never really went over that. So, anyways, as they drive off, we get a segment backstage with Seth Rollins, Kane, and Triple H. And it's basically, at first, it's Kane being told by Triple H to go find Ambrose and Harper and bring them back to the building. And Kane never really does that, if we really want to get into that. And Seth comes in, and it's the same argument. Get on the same page. You know what you have to do. Seth's at the point. You're trying to be something you're not. And the Chicago crowd chanted boring at them. So, yeah, that's basically it. I don't think we got this match next. I really don't. Yeah, we did. Next up, we got the Tag Team Championship match, and I'm glad that JoJo is doing the formal introductions for some of these matches, because Eden, in my opinion, because I know some people do like her, yeah, she is hot, but ring announcer styling? No, dude, no. And she's trying to get better. I hear it in her voice now. She's putting more emphasis in things now. But JoJo, what she proved to me in NXT, she actually, I'm not gonna say knows how to ring announce. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. She knows how to ring announce, dude. It's fine to me. It's perfect to me. It works for me, and I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely A-okay with how JoJo does her ring announcing. I'd rather have her over Eden. I'd rather have her for the main event. And I even heard people tell me on Twitter and all that and Facebook that, oh, well, JoJo, she's never done a main event for WWE pay-per-views. And, Eden's the most experienced. Yeah, cool, yeah. But you know what's something funny either? Eden has never done a main event pay-per-view formal ring introduction either. So, there we go. And up next, we get the Tag Team Championship match, which is Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus, I think it was Big E and Kofi Kingston. Xavier Woods is, I guess, going to be the mouthpiece of this group. Well, I can't really say that because they all speak and they all... But if you're looking at it from this kind of way, Xavier Woods is going to be the mouthpiece. Unless they're going to do the Freebird rule. But the last time they really did that was the Spirit Squad, so... I move on. So next up, we get, what is the match? Tag Team Championship match. For a New Day match, and I know Kid and Cesaro were the guys they were facing, but for a New Day match, this was fun. I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to be ballsy and say it. This was a great match. This is absolutely fun, high-paced. You guys know what I'm going to say. Everything about this match was absolutely beautiful. I mean, Big E spearing Tyson through the ropes, and I know we've seen that spear spot before, but the way he did that, Tyson took that stiff. Rest in peace, Tyson Kidd. Cesaro, with the swing of the drop kick, catching Big E in midair was actually pretty cool to see. This match, an entire total, was fun, entertaining, Nice pace. I know I'm forgetting a spot. Oh yeah, this is Cesaro superplex into the Tyson Kidd elbow drop. Awesome. New Day hitting their finisher on Tyson Kidd was the ending of this match. Really, nothing more to it. And New Day. Oh wait, no. Cesaro broke that up. Cesaro broke that up. The ending of this was a New Day roll up. Not yeah, New Day roll up, and they used tights and they won. So New Day, they're your new tag champs. So I guess I'd hope New Day are transitional champions because let's look at it like this: the Lucha Dragons are not yet established. Well, they're not really. Establishment has nothing to really do with it. Lucha Dragons, yeah, they're over because of, like Kalisto and Sin Cara, sick moves and everything. They're sick movesets, but they want to get an emotional crowd behind the Lucha Dragons. So when they win the championships, they'll actually be over instead of just thank God those are the guys who get the championships off a New Day, and the people get bored with the Lucha Dragons immediately. They want, I'm guessing, they want to get someone behind. They want to get the crowd behind the Lucha Dragons more. They want to establish a fan base behind the Lucha Dragons. So if they're gonna go with New Day being champions, so Kid and Cesaro don't look weak immediately losing the like in Vince's eyes, NXT tag team and looking extremely weak off the bat after being WWE's top tier Usos, then I guess this is the route they're gonna go. So there you go, WWE. And Biggie, not Biggie. So I guess the New Day are gonna be transitional tag team champions, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Lucha Dragons got a shot next pay per view and didn't win. It's gonna be like a slow burn where they really like. I guess Lucha Dragons and New Day are gonna have something going, but this isn't the end of Tyson Kidd and Cesaro by any stretch of the imagination. This is not the end of them. They lost by a roll up that had a chunk of tights involved, and to be fairly honest, right now, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. Not going on a limb. What I really wanted to say was Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, from what it looks like, they're about to be baby faces. And I've seen the dirt sheets and everything, and they say, oh, they've got so much adulation from the fans. They've done this, they've done that, they've done this, that, and that. Okay, dude, cool. But please, Tyson Kidd does not thrive as a babyface. You've seen that. You've lived that. You understand that. And Tyson Kidd being a babyface full time? No. No, dude. This is Chicago. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd were going to get received like gods, and you don't make Tyson Kidd a full-time face. He's proved he can run as a heel. Let him stay that way. Obviously, it's a strong suit. That's where the fat gimmick was originated in NXT, and Tyson Kidd being a douchebag is the best thing ever. So, please, just one-off. Just let it be a one-off. But the way they did it tonight made it seem like Kidd and Cesaro are now faces completely, so that's how that goes. So, next up, they go back to the kickoff panel. They ask how they felt about that match. Everybody gives their opinions. I forgot what they really were, and I'm sad I couldn't remember Corey Graves' opinion because I love the man to death. Excuse me. But what's important, the New Day started talking about the tag team championship reign. They did more yelling and showboating than talking, but up next, or not up next, we hear a car crash right next to like the interview area, and Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper were in that car, and this time Ambrose is driving. You know what? While the cameras are off, I probably bet you these guys probably just went to Burger King or McDonald's or something, or they probably went up and picked up a couple slices of pizza, ate while the matches were going on. I'm like, I didn't have time to go sit down and eat and then come back, and then Dean just throw a look at the car. I mean, like, Luke probably never get to finish his Pepsi, dude. I'm telling you now. And Luke probably just wanted to sit there and drink his Pepsi. Just come on, Dean, we're back. Oh, the cameras are on us, but we're back. Yeah, that's probably how that went down. My inside sources. Yeah, I'm getting text now. I'm getting. Oh, okay, what's this text say? Gotta lock my phone here, people. Oh yeah, it's Dave Meltzer. It's Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer. Yeah, I have. Yeah, Meltzer told me he spotted them at Burger King. He left and spotted them at Burger King. Okay, yeah, that's how that happened. Thanks, Dave. Um, so that's how that went down. Ambrose and Harper continued. Basically, was fuck the New Day and fuck what they had to say. And Ambrose and New Day got back inside the ring, and they had a couple spots where they, Dean Ambrose throws in chairs. And can someone tell me right now, when does Dean Ambrose ever throw in chairs and it benefits him? This may have been the first time. This seriously may have been the first time that's ever happened. But Harper sets up a spot where he slams Ambrose in the chairs, which actually didn't benefit him. Climbs the top rope, is going to jump on Ambrose as he buries him in the chairs, and then he basically tries to jump off, and nope, Ambrose tosses him down into the chairs, and I think, I can't really remember the finishes. I think he hit the Dirty Deeds. Yeah, he hit the Dirty Deeds, and that ended it. This match is really missing a table spot, but hey, what can I complain? They got in the car and drove off, have the match, so... technically, if you really want to be that guy and really go there, this match lasted an hour. This was the longest lasting Chicago street fight in WWE history. It lasted an hour, and that's not really going to be mentioned because of how long they were gone, and they left the confines in the arena. Okay. So up next, I think we had, was it the women's match? Okay, I believe it was the women's match, and for partially a good amount of this time, my stream went out for the women's match. I came back and I seen a little bit of it, and the face Bella Twins were a serious concern to me. I mean, like, I can say this much. The face Bella Twins were a serious concern to me. I had been watching Raw the other night, and I had seen Nikki saying she's looking forward to any and every challenger and all this good stuff, and then I'm like, no, 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 no. And then when my string is fixed and I go watch the match, I see Nikki and Naomi going back and forth. It's toward the end of the match, and Naomi gets kicked. Not gets kicked. She kicks. Naomi kicks. Not Naomi. What am I saying? Brie Bella tries the Daniel Bryan type kick. Naomi in the face, and Naomi took the kick, got up, and got rec-tagged, and Nikki wins. The Bellas are heels, baby, and I am thoroughly enjoying that. I guess, if you want to really look at it this way, Paige was going to get was going to get Naomi's title shot. And if you look at it, all she really did was assert herself. All she really, really did was just assert herself and say, no, dude, no, this isn't cool. I beat Nikki Bella like 3 times, and it's not right that everything I've done is just thrown out the window. Like, no. And then she assaults Paige, and that's about it. So, to note this too, like my thing turned off on the stream. It's like when the match had just been about to start, when the formal had been being done by JoJo, which had just killed me because I love JoJo, and not Naomi. What was I gonna say about this? I lost my. Oh yeah, my stream turned off just when I started. But when I came back, it was coming toward the end of the match, and I enjoyed what I did see of it. I'll probably go back and watch it. But the Bellas stand tall. The Bellas stand tall and walk out. Yeah, the Bellas stand tall, and Nikki walks out champion, and that's all that matters. Hail Queen Nikki. You guys may say I'm riding Nikki Bella too hard, but she absolutely did great. From what I've seen, before all the Brie Bella stuff happened and the back and forth had been going on, Nikki Bella did great, and they did good within a short time I seen, and I enjoyed it. Okay. So, I want to see if I can find everything I went down to. I don't screw this up, which I should just take notes from here on out. That's probably what I should do. Yeah, okay. So, as far as I know, next is probably... Oh, yes. This is why I'm glad with the dirt sheets. There was a Kiss My Ass match. Not a Kiss Me Arsh. not anything. And not to mention JoJo again, but the way she had even did the announcement for this match, like the following is a Kiss Me Irish match. She questioned herself, saying that she felt the awkwardness of that. It was just, can you just say Kiss My Ass match, just please? And the way they did it, this was stupid. Okay, this was just stupid. So there's a competitive back and forth match. And no, I'm gonna start here. We build up Sheamus as this killer heel for all this time, right? And then tell me why. Sheamus loses to the Roll Up of Doom, the small package of Doom. Okay, cool. Sheamus does that. Okay, Sheamus, don't take that. Just go beat the hell out of Ziggler. No, no, no. He does it at the end of it, but we get a delay to it. Sheamus is sitting there being scared. He's about to walk out. He doesn't want to do it. He tries to climb through the crowd. Sheamus cries about it the entire time, and then finally thinks to beat up Ziggler when Ziggler tells him to do it. And then Sheamus makes Ziggler kiss his ass. So what was the point of Dolph winning? Sheamus couldn't just win to make Dolph do it for what reason? We had to go through all of that for what? I mean, that was the stupidest piece of storytelling I've ever seen before. I mean, God, dude, can you put something together well and actually finish it well? And if anybody didn't see it, Dolph Ziggler had a tweet that was like, it seemed as if he was saying goodbye after this match. He's like, either I go out making someone kiss my ass or kissing ass or whatever, he's like, I'm gonna go out strong. So, something around that right? I don't really remember, but whatever, dude. They can do that match however they want. It was really nothing special to me, and it was kind of stupid. All right, I covered the tag titles. All right, let's see what else I'm missing here. I want to say next is Cena and Rusev. Okay, so okay, so yeah, Cena Rusev is next, and it's a Russian chain match, which is basically, if you've seen this before, it is a Texas bull rope match, really. Just instead of a rope, a chain, and uh, LOL Cena wins. LOL Cena wins. Yeah, Cena goes on to beat Rusev again, and it's kind of the point, even with Cena in the mid card, where I was starting to think earlier, I don't really care what he does at this point. At least he's not at the top of the card, very major talent. Well, yes, he is. Rusev, in a sense, is now dead. Like, I'm like, oh, Cena didn't pin him, Cena didn't make him submit. But yes, there's a story that goes into this. Cena not only won the match, but, I mean, the match was just, it's an average match. Like, this match was really nothing special to me. I don't know. But Cena wins, okay? I'm like, but what I would have enjoyed in this match is if they would have, maybe. I'm trying to think of the way to put it. Okay, this is how I put it. Rusev was on Cena's back. Now, Cena was trying to ram Rusev into the turnbuckles to get Rusev off his back because he lifted him up out of the accolade. If Rusev could have won this in any sort of way, then they could have had Cena ram Rusev into all four of the turnbuckles just to get him off them, and Rusev could have touched him, and Cena could not have known it, and Rusev could have just snuck out a win that way. But nope, Cena has to win this, and that's the way it's gonna go. So I'm like, I know some people are even happy with the role position Cena's in now, but like, if you know now like that Lana went to the authorities' office to beg for a rematch for Rusev, then yeah, you'd probably be like, fine, okay, cool, Rusev Cena again. Hopefully Rusev can win back this time. But no, it's the match that Cena's never, ever, 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 ever been touched in. This match here is an I Quit match. Unless they make Lana quit for Rusev, like if they do like what they did like with Lana giving the U.S. Championship shot, I don't see any way how that Rusev is gonna recover from this. I mean, like you can say he's not buried as much as you want, dude. Cena buried him. Cena freaking buried him. No way out of it. Cena buried this dude. He buried him and put this dude 6 feet under. If Lana doesn't say I quit for Rusev, and Rusev doesn't quit on his own, fine, fine. End it there. Start the Rusev Lana, start the tension between Rusev and Lana, the betrayal and all that stuff between them, and throw Cena somewhere else. Just make Lana quit for Rusev. That's what you do to escape this. WWE Payback 2015 is going to be Rusev Cena and I Quit match. First match officially announced for Payback next month. But after this U.S. title match, well, there's a lot of notes for this one. Let's see, going over. If you really want to know how he did it, he hit the AA, and he basically dragged Rusev to all four corners of the ring. That is how Cena won this match. And I guess we've covered everything thus far until the last two matches, which this one was Big Show versus Roman Reigns. Where, dude, they really, 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 really made Roman look like Cena in this match. I mean, like, if you've heard John Cena's promos for last man standing matches, no matter what you do to me, I'll just keep getting up, I'll keep getting up, I'll keep getting up. I mean, like, it's like Vince is telling him, he's like giving him old Cena, like he's writing down, like, he's making memory type scripts of what he's heard of John Cena's last man standing promos and John Cena's promos in general. And basically feeding him those, along with telling Roman, like, all right, Roman, when you do this, tell the W Universe you're proving this to them so they can like you. Make them like you. Make them like you. Make them like you. It's just like, I'm gonna continue to try and shove you down. I'm gonna continue to try and shove you down their throats. Just make them like you. So this match, they intended to make it good. The only thing I took away from this match really was there may be, I can't believe I'm giving this man credit here, but there may be please retire chance at Big Show. There may be people may be telling Big Show to go away on the internet, but for some of the bumps that this man took in this match, I applaud Big Show. I'm in all seriousness, I really applaud Big Show for taking some of these bumps, dude. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, Big Show goes on to lose this match via having a table dumped on him. Because Big Show, okay, so there was a chokeslam spot in this match where Roman Reigns got choked on the side of the ring. There was a couple spears from Roman. Big Show got up from those. And then the big spots were this. Big Show was on an apron after, I forgot what happened, but he was on an apron. Not an apron. He was on a barricade leaning up to get up. Roman straight charged and speared at him from around the corner of the apron. And Big Show got up from that. I was pretty shocked. I'm shocked the match didn't end with Roman's typical spear to the barricade type spot. And then there was what spot was that? There was a spear to the barricade spot. There was next. Big Show had set up stairs in a sit down table. Like, when he wants to choke on somebody to the down table. No, Roman got down, and then he speared Big Show from one table to the other. And then Big Show was going to get up from that. And Big Show did get up from that, and then they tipped the table on Big Show. That ends the match. Big Show should have just stayed down from the spear. I mean, this literally reminded me of Cena versus Wyatt from last year when Wyatt kept on getting up from everything, and then Cena had to press a crate on him to bury Wyatt. It's over, dude. I'm not going to keep saying this man is Cena. I'm just going to say Roman Reigns wins. LOL, Roman wins. That's the way it goes. I'm not going to keep on throwing the Cena comparisons out there. I'm pretty sure I've said it enough. I've emphatically bent it through heads enough. You guys get it. You guys know. Blah, blah, blah. Gordon's bitching for no reason. I'm not bitching. I just can't. This is not organic. I mean, you want to shove Roman into a match with somebody? Shove him into a match with someone you actually care about. The Daniel Bryan thing, you're on the right path of doing something with, but then you screwed it up because it was the wrong time, and it was the wrong place, and it was the wrong situation. Cool. You want to make us like Roman? Do something and put him in a series of matches with someone who actually. No, this is what I would say. Put Roman in a feud where he's going to lose at the pay-per-view and make him go through what Dean Ambrose is going through and see how loyal fans really are to Roman. Do what you've been doing to Dean Ambrose for all these months and see if fans are really loyal to Roman. And if they are and they want Roman, throw him back up to the main event scene. That's what you do. But I'm not going to keep complaining about this. Next, I guess, is we can really just say it's Cena? Not Cena. It's Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton in a steel cage match. This match is your basic steel cage match. Hit a move, try and escape. Hit a move, try and escape. The good stuff in this match, J&J did run down there. Kane backed him away from the gate. Kane did get smacked in the face at the cage door. Took the suit off. J&J got in there, tried to stop Kane. He double chokeslammed both of them. And then Orton and Rollins both got chokeslammed. Kane put Rollins over Orton. 1-2 kick out by Orton. Went for the tombstone on Orton. Orton reversed it, RKO'd him. And then Seth ends this match, and Seth Rollins goes on to be your winner, people. No curb stomp, because you guys already haven't heard the curb stomp's been banned, which is completely stupid. But it was worth it. Oh, and may I say this? Randy Orton couldn't use the RKO, so he used the pedigree. And Seth kicked out of that. I would have had a heart attack if Orton would have won out the pedigree, which would have just killed me in general. But Seth wasn't the one off the RKO. That was great. He didn't pin Orton. He crawled out of the cage. Seth wins off the RKO, and it was absolutely fantastic. Seth Rollins wins. Great. So overall, this pay-per-view was okay. I did enjoy a good amount of stuff. I'll say it was good. It was solid. It was pretty good, but the build to it wasn't fun. We also did get a Bo Dallas thing tonight where he came out and told the crowd, like when they were going to say Bo Lee because they know like that's over, he told Chicago to shut up and listen to what he has to say. He said Chicago is the city that doesn't shower before they come to the arena, that stinks and just like hygiene tips, and like you can just start smelling better if all you do is Bo leave and then Ryback ruins it, you fucking idiot. He ruins it, comes out, shell shocks Bo Dallas, and that ends that. But never thought I'd be ending this with Bo Dallas. I guess the man is getting a push. He got a push, and he main defended my review. Be lucky, you little scrub. You're nothing but a jobber on Raw and SmackDown anyway. You don't end my review. I'll end it with saying this. Seth Rollins is amazing. Dean Ambrose is amazing. All right, so in all seriousness, thank you guys for watching my Extreme Rules review. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do. Now, what I do appreciate is that you suplex that like button, super kick that subscribe button, and I know it's banned, but curb stomp that share button. Anything else? And no, there's not. No. So what I'd like to do is thank you very much, and camera's out. The intro's on. So, thank you guys for watching, and see ya!